One. What's going on, everybody? If you don't know, now you do know. You're officially tuned in to another special edition of the Hfwb podcast series. I am your host, Clifton Pope, and with me today, I have a very special guest. I know it's hard, right, in these hard times to, of course, find a nice home and everything, something that's working for you as far as your overall budget, what fits your family and all that stuff. I think I may have found someone who may have the tricks and traits on how to help you out with that. With me today, I have the lovely Miss Ashley Lamb from Keller Williams Real Estate, y'all. Welcome to the podcast, Ashley.
Yes. Good morning. Thank you for having me, Clifton.
Of
My
course.
pleasure.
Thank you. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy day. Like, I swear, it's like every time I'm on my Facebook and everything, I see a post from you, or I see something like, oh, you set someone up for a home, or someone's giving you a gift based on what you doing for them as far as setting them up for a home and everything. But I was going to ask you, as far as my first question, how did you get involved in real estate and what made you fall in love with it?
So back in 2012, my first real adult job was in sales. It was more of the promotional sales, like the pins with your logo on them, the t-shirts, all promotional items. And at the time, the Eagle Ford show was booming. So that was, kind of my niche. I went to all the Eagle Ford shows, and then after that, I worked with the universities.
Uh-huh.
At that time, single mother of two, I needed something with medical insurance, and it was just a small mom and pop shop company that I had started with. So I had to, part ways, and I went with one of my customers in the medical field. I was in the medical field for many years. When COVID hit, I was at the end of my pregnancy with my last child, my son. He's now 1. So I didn't want to waste no time, on my position. I was about to give birth. Nobody knew what was going on with COVID. So, work had to let me go just because of the type of work I did. So I didn't want to waste any time. I said, you know what? During this downtime, I'm going to enroll in real estate. I've always wanted to do it. But of course, there was just always people in my ear like, there's too much competition for real estate. Don't do it. Don't do it. Always been passionate about it because, of course, I'm a woman. I've always watched, TLC, all the home shows they have, So finally did it. And within 5 months of long nights and early mornings to get my schooling done, I completed it and got my license. And here I am today. So I love it. I love helping people, I love help guiding them. A lot of times people don't know what it is that they're exactly looking for. And that's what I'm here for.
It's exactly what I said in the intro. If you need someone who basically could show you the way as far as finding the right home, y'all need to hit up Miss Ashley Lamb here, because she's all over the place. She knows all the hot spots. She knows what's to do, what not to do. And speaking of that, that's kind of like my next question. What kind of advice, or what's your go-to advice you would give to somebody who is looking to buy a home or refinance, or just find themselves in a better situation as far as a place to live?
Obviously, first things first, get yourself a realtor. I mean, whether it's not me, I suggest you interview at least 3 different agents, see which one you mesh with, the one who actually gets you and your personality. That way, when you're on this journey together, it's, as the minimum is 30 days.
Yes.
It can go up to 60, So you want to actually work with someone who understands you and gets you.
Yeah.
So of course, I suggest always getting with a realtor first. From there, we'll get you in touch with lenders. We have preferred lenders. For any reason you don't qualify, these lenders can get you on a path. They get you on a game plan to get you qualified within 30 days, 90 days, just depending on your situation. Everyone's situation is different. But I would definitely say, if you're looking to buy soon and you're just getting started, your finances, get your ducks in a row. You want to make sure you at least have, 3 to 10% in the bank, because everyone's situation is different based on the price of home you're looking for.
Mm-hmm. And the neighborhood
But
and
I would
stuff
definitely
like
say,
that.
credit is the most important thing. Your work history, you need to have 2 years of consistent work. I know with COVID, they've been a little bit more lenient. So people have, got laid off and whatnot or had to part ways due to COVID. As long as you've been in that same line of work, it doesn't have to be the same company, but the same line of work for the past 2 years, that helps. You're able to get qualified. But honestly and truly, your credit and your finances, that's where you want to start.
Yeah, the credit and finances make a big difference. It's like one little small hit on your credit score, and then it's like that's it. And your options are like so limited, and it could take possibly years to fix that up. That's
Right. These are the things they don't teach us in school.
yeah.
Credit is everything. It doesn't matter how much money you have, they go based off your credit.
Yeah, it's like
It's
they
just how it
really need to
is.
come up with like a course somewhere, somehow, as far as teaching people the importance of credit scores, because we've pretty much probably been in the same situation as far as like we had to learn this stuff on our own. Like I know I had to learn how to deal with credit scores on my own and everything. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. And there's someone here right now listening who's thinking, I've been in that same situation before. So the key is basically credit score and having your finances in order. Once all that is done, what do you suggest is the next step for those who are listening saying, I need to try to find a home as soon as possible? I don't know. I got the credit, I got the finances down. Now what's next?
Of course, you're going to get with a lender. You're going to fill out the application. For any reason, they feel that you don't qualify and you're not ready. Like I said, they will nitpick.
Mm-hmm.
Don't waste your money on, Lexington Law, these credit repairs. All that does is hide it. They hide it and hide it, and then it eventually pops up. With these mortgage lenders, they know how to nitpick, and it's not your whole credit that needs to be fixed. It may be one certain thing.
Okay.
Your credit needs to be brought up a few more points. Open this, open this card, use it for about 2 months, pay it off, your score will jump. I can get you qualified within the 3 months, the lender would say. They give you a game plan, and as long as you follow it, I guarantee you, I've sent many and many of my clients, they have gotten qualified, in less time than they have expected. Or do not be discouraged. Reach out to the lender, do the application. You never know until you fill out the application and get with the lender. A lot of clients have surprised themselves and they've actually qualified. Let me tell you, for the first time home buyers program, with the down payment assistance,
Right.
the new credit score is a 580. So that's awesome, because in
That's
the
great.
past you needed to have a 620.
Uh-huh.
So in today's market, all you need is a 580 credit score and you can qualify for that down payment assistance program.
580 credit score. See, I didn't even know that. I figured it was like something like maybe 600, 650 at least, but 580. For those who are listening right now, you just got yourself a real secret on how you can get yourself qualified to get yourself a home, not only for yourself, but for someone you know, or even someone you don't know. That way you can just pass on the information, because I didn't know that myself. So we're learning something here first today on this episode, y'all. 580 credit score, you can get yourself at least into the doorway of getting yourself a nice home. Now that
Exactly.
actually,
Everybody's situation is different, of course, but
yes,
I will
yes.
tell you the qualifying score today is, with the preferred lender that I work with. Shout out to Tara Robinson with Guaranteed Rate. She's awesome. If you need any, help with your mortgage, that's the woman you want to talk to. Like I
Gotcha.
said, a 580 credit score can get you qualified for that down payment assistance program. And, that down payment assistance program, as long as you qualify and you hit all those points, with the credit, the financial, the job, they can give you from 3 to 5% with your down payment.
Wow, that's incredible, and that's something that whoever's listening to this right now will be very helpful, and they need to re-listen to this part alone over and over again, just so they can let it sink in and they can make the easier decision and stuff. My next question I actually had for you, Ashley, is a real interesting one. I know you've been involved with like getting people set up with like homes and lands and all that. What would be the easiest and the hardest sale you think you've had to make in your whole entire dealing with real estate?
So actually my easiest, cash offer, those they close in 7 days. Just my client gives me a proof of funds from their bank account. I hit up the seller's agent. Hey, I have a client wants to offer, this much for the property. Here's their proof
Hmm.
of funds. My client wants to close in 7 days. Done deal. Super easy. My clients are happy. They get the keys to their property. We're closing. Both parties are, they're ecstatic. The hardest one, I would say I'm currently living in it right now. We have not closed yet. It's a new build. One of my clients, they're veterans, they wanted a 4-bedroom home, plenty of square footage, they wanted all the top notch. You know, when I met with them, sat down, what is it that you're wanting? I've always tell them to give me a list of their 3 key points, what it is that they really want.
Right.
Took them to see a few homes. They weren't having it. So I sat them down and I was like, look, it sounds to me, everything you're wanting and more, you're going to need to go with a new build. Got them in contract with a new build. That's just, you're hitting milestone after milestone. It's a longer process.
So it's kind of like a
um,
custom made type of thing.
Definitely custom made, and I'm not trying to discourage anybody. Every situation is different, but just in my experience today, my easiest is the cash offer, and I'm living in it right now, more of the tougher transaction, just because I'm keeping on top of these deadlines. I'm doing walkthroughs. I'm making sure they're ordering the correct countertops my clients wanted, you know um, just things like that.
So it seems like basically the more that they demand as far as what their picture perfect home looks like, maybe sometimes the more complicated it can be from how you're putting it.
I guess it's just different in every, on your clients.
Yeah.
Me, I'm not gonna, disclose too much, but just this, you know, this situation specifically with these clients, it's been a little bit tougher for me. But you know what? At Keller Williams, there's plenty of mentors. That's how I've been successful. I've been with Keller Williams since August 2021. Plenty of mentors. I can call on anybody, go into the office. Yes, guys, I am a newer agent just from August, but I have closed 6 transactions that I'm very proud of.
Mhm.
And I have a team behind me. If I don't know the answers, I will get you the correct answer.
Teamwork makes the dream work, right? That's what it's
Yes, of
all about.
course, we all got to start somewhere.
Yes, I agree. I agree. Now, there with all the risk that comes with it, there comes, of course, all the rewards and everything. Think about a moment in which you feel like you've made one of your clients happy to where it's like, oh, I need to repay you back somehow, some way. And I'm pretty sure you've had plenty of moments where they've done that. What is probably the most special thing that any of your clients have done in return of you helping them find a home that you can recall?
Honestly, referrals, referrals.
Mm.
I haven't had anyone, I mean, of course, with the lenders, the title companies, things like that, we give a form of thank you. With my clients, I haven't hit that point yet where I've received like, shower of gifts, which I'm not doing this for the gifts, guys.
Right, right.
Honestly, the best appreciation and thank you for my clients is a referral.
Yeah,
That's how I run my business,
yeah,
them letting
I
their
agree.
family members know and their friends know if you're in need of a home, call this agent, Ashley Lamb, um, I've already had that happen 3 times. So
That's good. That's good. I'm proud of you on that, and I salute you for that for sure. Here's a real interesting question before I start to kind of wrap things up and go into the 3 questions that I have for you. What do you feel like is the future of real estate, and where do you see it going in the next, I don't know, 5 years down the road?
okay, so let me tell you, um, talking amongst my colleagues, in the National Board of Real Estate, everybody's always communicating. We're always having meetings. We don't see the market dropping anytime soon. For
Right,
example, this December that just passed in 2021,
right.
compared to December 2022, um, the closing sales have gone up 9.2%. There
Mm.
has been 10% more active listings on the market this year compared to last year.
Oh, wow.
So it's not slowing down,
I got you.
and the rates are just at an all time, they're awesome right now. The rates have gone up just a bit. And let me share that with, the audience. For VA lenders, for VA clients, the rate is 3.375% right now. That's an awesome rate, for conventional, we're at 3.5, and for conventional, you need to have at least a 620 credit score. First time home buyers is going to be the 3.75 as well. So these interest rates is part of the reason why the market has been so hot. The interest rates are at an all-time low, even though they're jumping up very slow, at an all-time low, and lenders have been a little bit more lenient due to COVID.
Mhm.
Also, something else I wanted to share, the total days on the market this year compared to last year at this time, it has been 79 days. Last year, that's a 15 days less compared to last year.
Right.
Less homes on the market compared to last year. They're not being on the market very long, so right now is the time to buy. The numbers do not lie.
Okay, that's real good to know. For those who are wondering if the real estate market is heading into a dark place, you're absolutely wrong. It's actually more brighter than people realize. It's just a matter of doing the homework and doing the research, and like you said, finding that right realtor, mortgage lender, and just putting all the pieces to the puzzle together and everything. That's what the major key is. From everything that you're saying, that's kind of what I took of it. And hopefully whoever's listening to this episode right now, and if they didn't get all those details, I advise you right now, once this episode's over, re-listen to it again and again and pass it on to the next person. That way we can make the home buying process easier for everybody. Because
Or
once
just
that's done,
contact me. Yeah. If
and
there's anything that I missed and any specific questions that any of you guys out there really want to know, more depth into real estate, and we need to have a one-on-one conversation, I'm willing to do that. My number is 361-695-0894. Give me a call, text. I'd be glad to help you and answer any real estate questions.
you heard it here first on the HFWB podcast. Ashley Lamb, that's her phone number right there. Get in contact with her and she'll guide you in the right direction. That's for sure. Now, before I wrap things up here, I just have 3 quick questions that I'm kind of asking everybody and kind of bringing them a little bit into my world a little bit. My first question is, what do you do? What is the first thing you do or think of whenever you wake up every single day?
Check my emails, of course. That's just all about it. It's about responding. I want to provide, the best service to my clients. If
Yeah.
there's anything that I missed, I want to jump on it, respond. Um, and
Mhm.
also 10 contacts a day. That's what helps my business thrive. Even if no one's ready to buy or sell a home, I'm making those contacts, planting those seeds. That way, 3 months down the line, I have work, I have clients that are ready. So that's part of my morning routine. Check
That's
my emails, make sure I'm getting with the title companies of my clients that are in contract,
like that.
making sure I'm hitting all those deadlines.
I like that. I like that. Way to stay on top of it for sure. That's dedication to a whole nother level. My next question I actually have is, what is health and wealth in your eyes, as far as your personal definition of it to you?
Wow. So health and wealth, of course, financial freedom. Everybody wants financial freedom. My goal is, to become a successful agent, but not only for myself. I want to help other agents that have started like me, started from the bottom and have no idea where to start, because it is intimidating coming into the real estate world.
Mhm.
You're competing with seasoned agents, that know it all. But a lot of times, as a new agent, it's beneficial. You're able to respond to your clients, answer their phone calls versus, I'm not trying to knock anybody, but sometimes seasoned agents are just too busy, you know. But yeah, so just, financial freedom and, health. Of course, that's important. I want to be able to be in a position that if anything ever did come up, I'm able to provide for my family, my extended family. Um, but yeah, pretty much that's it.
That's simple, straightforward, and right to it for sure. My last question I actually have for you is a really interesting one. What would you tell yourself 10 years ago, and where do you see yourself in 10 years, if that makes any sense?
Right. So of course, 10 years ago, I would have never thought I would be in this position, and I'm thankful and blessed. I have a great support system. My partner has supported me in everything I've done. And if it, 10 years ago, if someone would have told me you're going to be a real estate agent, up and coming, you're going to have a family, a family that is very supportive and supports you in everything you do and makes things happen. I would not have believed that. 10 years ago, I honestly just, I wasn't grown up yet,
Right.
wasn't even on that path, wasn't even thinking of what is to come. I wasn't thinking of setting myself up. Had I been in the right state of mind 10 years ago, maybe I would have accomplished this goal a lot sooner and been in a better position a lot sooner. Um, 10 years from now, I mean, I hope to be able to have my own brokerage to help others succeed and, hit all those points that they're looking for. I want to be able to share the wealth, not just have it all for me. I
That's
want to show people, like there's enough work out there for all of us. We're not at a competition. There's enough for all of us out there to be successful.
yeah. We need to, the most important thing is we need to stop being greedy. That's pretty much what you need.
Exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, I was discouraged. People would tell me there's a lot of competition. It's not like that in the real estate world. Us agents, whether we're with the different brokers or not, we depend on each other as the buying agent and the seller's agent. The seller's agent depends on all buyers to bring their clients,
Yeah.
to make the sale of this home. So we actually kind of all lean on each other, network, and refer to each other. So there's not too much competition. If you're hungry for it, you'll succeed. You'll get it done.
So if you believe, you shall achieve. And it all starts with that hunger at the end of the day. Well, thank you very much, Ashley, for taking time out of your busy schedule to sit down with me and do this interview today. And for those who are listening right now, I know you mentioned this earlier, but for those who need to find you, contact you, get all the information necessary to where they can succeed in their own home buying process, tell them again where they can find you at.
Okay, so of course you can find me on social media at ashleylamrealtor.com. That's going to be Ashley Lamb Realtor. I'm sorry. That's going to be on Facebook and on Instagram, Ashley Lamb Realtor. My contact number is 361-695-0894. And my email is a.lamb@kw.com.
You heard it here
So
first.
there it is.
Yes,
Call me, text me, anytime. That's my job. I'm available to answer any real estate needs.
you heard it here on the HFWB podcast. For those who are interested in buying a home, especially to kick off the brand new year in 2022, hit up Miss Ashley Lamb. She'll get you in the right position. And if she doesn't know, she'll find someone who does know and guide you in that step. Here we are once again for another episode in for the HFWB podcast series. It's been a pleasure, Ashley. Thanks again.
Yes, definitely. No problem.
Of course. And everybody who's been listening, y'all stay healthy, y'all stay wealthy, y'all stay blessed. Till next time, everybody, salute.
Bye.
Take care.